Welcome to Club Doom. I see Eastside with the 2. Rest in peace, Michael Watts, Houston legend. That's unfortunate. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Michael 5K. Damn. This is my first time hearing about that. IR last night, passed away shortly. That's unfortunate. We'll have a moment of silence then. Quick moment of silence for Michael Watts. Rest in peace. Damn, it's that's rough. That's rough. You know what? Might as well. I didn't have any songs of his on. You know what? Might as well. Might as well.
Swisher House got biz.
Man, hold up. It's the big tyke. I got swangers on the truck. Maybe expedition. Spun my tuition. Got the partners cooking up crack in the kitchen. Crack in the kitchen. Lil' Raw's on the mission. Break the boys out. Screens in my expedition. Screens in my lack. Yup, my trunk crack. Break the boys off. It's like this and like that. This is like that, I'ma go long. This is just the boy, I can go off in the zone. Claim home, stay bold. I'ma stay real. Coming down with my mind on dollar bill. On dollar bill, got to pop the pill. I'ma show my ass, I'ma make a damn meal. I got skill. What's the hold the mic? What's up, Lil Ron? What's up, Lester? Nice to tight. What's up, Lester? What's up, Ron? It's the type. I came down, Ricky shop on the mic. Like that boy White, Mike Frost a yacht. I'ma act like Lil Pat, give it all I got. On this track, Fifth gon' relax. I'ma come through, I shoot a three like the packs. I could go hard, I could go harder. I came down, I done had a little daughter. I can go harder, gotta switch the house starter.
So the two. So Cole was Lori Harvey for his homies, right? Well, I'm not gonna claim to know what J. Cole is like, you know, in real life. Outside of the music. But however,
it's understood. Got to claim my hood. It's the north side, damn straight as Rosewood. I'ma hit the east side. See my boy dance. I'ma come down. I got brain on my dance. Watch me turn swingers, turn them in they dip. Break up and drip, and I'm pulling out a whip. Another extra fucking clip. I hate it if you're flexing. I'ma come through, I might start my suggestion.
did he say that in a freestyle? He might have. He might have. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of them freestyles. They were kind of. They weren't bad, but they weren't all too memorable either. Oh yeah, he says, bitch, I feel like Lori Harvey, how I ran through them.
I'm hitting my drop, make the shit chop. It's the big tight, hell now, I won't stop.
Is that a pause? That might be a pause. That might be a pause. I don't know. I feel like that should be a pause. He's out with the two. He also want that Will and Jada love. Cole said a lot of shit. Cole said a lot of shit on that birthday mixtape. From the Himalayas, broke them boys out bad. I'm a dope rhyme sale. Doug and Vosh had a debate. Oh my god. Bro, that sound like. Bro, That sounds like the most insufferable conversation on the, like, in the history of the world. I can't think of a worse fucking pair to have a debate. I can't think of a worse pair. That's fucking awful. It don't even matter what they talking about. It's just the fact that it's Doug and Vosh in the same room talking about shit. That alone makes it the worst conversation in the history of humanity.
Swisherhouse.biz.
It's that boy Tubby, I might get through. It's Trinity going and that block is Curry Road. But them boys slanging, but them boys banging. Got to come down, I'm steady maintaining. Gotta stack my paper, got to get rich. Bear them hoes, better known as the.
Oh yeah, a lot of Cole's bars have aged poorly. I think of Cole, like, when I think of Cole, I think of that scene in Dragon Ball Z where Vegeta's like, you know, where V Cole, I guess, you know, the prince of all Cole, you know, he's just he's in front of Trunks and Goku, and like Trunks and Goku turn Super Saiyan. And, like, you know, he trying to keep up, but he ain't got no Super Saiyan. He just powering up for nothing. And they just overpower him with the aura. Yeah, just replace Vegeta with Coleslaw and replace Goku and Trunks with, like, I don't know, Kendrick and... Maybe not Drake. I wouldn't put Drake there. Joey Badass. Kendrick and Joey Badass. Yeah, Kendrick and Joey Badass be like Goku and Trunks. Life in the fast lane. I'm just a crazy motherfucker, living it up, not giving a fuck, living life in the fast lane. Another crazy motherfucker, living it up, not giving a fuck, in the fast lane. Take two. Now who's the star sucker? I'm the starfish, you silly motherfucker. Puff puff give the marijuana cig. Oops. I don't even smoke, but I love the way it smells. Here's a toast to the females. Sipping champagne from a seashell. I think I counterfeit and pop his ass like a zit with the starfish navigation system. No cheap thrills, baby. Fill the briefcase with $3 bills. I'm just an ordinary run-of-the-mill fella, spitting out hella mic skills. And I'ma keep my pants sagging, keep a skateboard, a spray can for the tagging. And I'ma keep a lot of girls on my bandwagon, cause I don't give a fuck, living life in the fast lane. I'm just a crazy motherfucker, living it up, not giving a fuck, living life in the fast lane. Another crazy motherfucker, living it up, not giving a fuck, in the fast lane. Cause it's so easy to tell a lie, and it's so easy to run and die. There we go. I just really wanted to play this song. Oh, I know. They really fucked up that fast lane sample. Hold up. Cat wants out of the studio. Right back. Alright. Welcome to Club Doom tonight, chat. How y'all doing? We got some good shit for tonight. We're gonna check out that TMNT behind the scenes shit. We got a special topic that I want to get into. But first, this is Trigger by In Flames. Alright. Oh yeah, we'll definitely check out some vampires. Some vampires. Vampires. But first, I wanna... I just... this is apparently a new trending song. I like the album art. I like the album art. It's probably AI, but I don't. You know, I'm not pressed about it. Oh man, yes, I still do owe y'all the Swinton emote. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe I forgot about that. Let me write that. Let me write that down in my notes. Let me write that down in my notes so I actually fucking do it at some point this week. Alright. Make Swinton emoji. I can't believe I ain't fucking dropped the Swinton emoji yet. I've just been busy. This has been you know, it's been a week. Yeah, I know, YouTube. You wanna?
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom. Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom. I was in my room trying to teach my little sister. Then I heard a boom and it sounded like a missile. Who that is, what that was. Oh, that
granny. Oh, she done. I don't know how people think of shit like this, but I love it. It hits deep. It hits deep, man. Like a bazooka.
Kaboom, kablow, kaboom. Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom. I was in my room trying to teach my little sister. Then I heard a boom and it sounded like a missile. Who that is, what that was. Oh, that granny, oh, she done. What the fuck they hit her with? What the fuck they hit her with? A fucking bazooka, little bitch. Every time I close my eyes, I'm drawing plays about that blitz. Every time I close my eyes, I'm thinking about how they did you quit. Granny, I'm sorry, but I'ma have to go ahead and forgive him and forget. I don't know what you want me to do. You gon' slide, you gon' lose your whole crew. Homicide when I think about you. If you was I, nigga, what would you do? Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom.
And now he's debating. Now he's debating. What should he do?
Then I heard a boom and it sounded like a missile. Who that is, what that was. Oh, that granny, oh, she done.
So this is apparently Miami XO, and like this ain't his only song like this. Oh fuck, there's more to it. What else could there be? Oh, okay, it's just a thanks for what. I was thinking maybe we'd have more to the song, but apparently not. Nah, I wanna see. Yeah, apparently Chat GPT. I wanna know what this is. Like, I'm curious about this dude's catalog. Like, it looks interesting, to say the least. Let's see, we got Bazooka Remix featuring Miles. We got a freestyle. How emo rappers be. Okay, so this all fairly new. This is all fairly new. Okay. Like this from 6 days ago.
I don't got no questions for you, yeah, I'm gon' ask Chat GPT. She so fire, she from California, call LAPD. Yeah, she said she got a surprise for me, okay, let me see. You ain't really down to ride for me, okay, let me be.
Oh, restart. Okay, bit of a throwback to the mixtape era.
I just got like 10 minutes cost would it be? Want a house in the hills, but that house, it ain't cheap. Got a fine white girl, keep it nice, she on fleek. Tryna ruin my world, tryna find a way to me. Yeah, but she can't orchestrate my music like I'm in a band. If you say I couldn't, then I know I can. Yeah, me and my little shawty get it in advance. Throw the money up sideways, she gon' wanna dance. I know we attached and we can't let go. You want me to leave, I try my best though. No, I won't be looking for my next.
This is definitely a good vibe song. I'm definitely vibing with it.
Heart beating at my chest hole. It's like the first time that we met, but we had less swole. You gave me all the clues, you know that I connect those. It was a simple game like I'm playing Connect. I don't got no questions for you, yeah, I'm gon' ask Chat GPT. She so fire, she from California, call LAPD. Yeah, she said she got a surprise for me. Okay, let me see.
I was expecting this to be a bit more of a meme song like the last one, but this ain't bad either.
Pick your phone up, little baby, can you cell phone me? I don't want nothing from you, I'm just feeling lonely. Watch how they change on you, it could be a homie.
Okay, so we got recommended earlier. All right. So I think the three things I want to do now that we checked out Miami XO, I will definitely be on the lookout for more Miami XO. But now, I felt like there'd be a bigger catalog to work with here, but nah, like, bro's really just starting out. Bro is really just starting out. And I am scared to click on that top result. I am scared to click on the latest song from 3 days ago. I don't like the implications of the thumbnail with the belt and the name. It give me flashbacks to Disturbed's debut album and how awkward of a car ride that was when I first heard it. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Instead, how about we watch a baseball game so bad it destroys your console? I feel like that's a funnier, more uplifting topic that is not gonna get awkward at all.
I love the weird, outlandish, extreme, broken games. The kind of game that
Is that Mega Man on DOS? It don't look like Mega Man on DOS because it actually got a Mega Man like color palette. But that sounds like Mega Man on DOS. Okay.
I love the weird, outlandish, extreme, broken games. The kind of game that makes people say, "You won't believe that this exists." Even if I don't enjoy playing them in the moment, I find it interesting to experience the worst of the worst. Part of that developed into what I normally do on this channel, which is catalog Japanese game consoles. If I go through every game on a system one by one, then I will find the notorious.
Star, your comment fucking threw me the hell off.
I'll find games that are infamous in Japan and almost unknown outside of it. Major Dream, Major Wii, Perfect Closer, yes, that whole thing is the title, is easily the worst baseball video game I've ever played. Now, I know some of you got pulled in by the video title and algorithm, and you're going, so what? It's a baseball game, how bad could it be? And those people watching this video who are longtime viewers of my channel went, oh no. Because, you see, baseball has been my bane. Not that bane. For a long time, every single Japanese video game company had to have their own series of baseball video games. And that meant there's a lot of them.
Oh, you know what that means. Oversaturated market, baby! Let's go!
And almost all of them were indistinguishable from each other. In 1989, over 10% of all video games released in Japan were baseball video games. Seriously, it was that bad. So I have seen the highs, the lows, and the countless middle when it comes to baseball as a video game. And Major Dream is by far the worst. And the really cruel twist is I didn't even play the bad version. The first step in decoding Major Dream, Major Wii, Perfect Closer.
Now, do I like baseball? I mean, I can watch it if it's on. It's not one of my go-to sports. It's not. Like, basketball will forever be my go-to sport. That one's my all-time favorite. You know, sometimes I'll look out for, like, you know, whatever football shit is going, but basketball's my go-to. Baseball, it's alright. It's okay. I've never, you know, it's a game. It's a game where you know, if you're stuck being an outfielder, you're just standing around for a long ass time, especially if your team sucks and it's just like But you know, it can be fun.
Is knowing what Major Dream is. Major Dream is the official English title of a franchise just called Major in Japan. It's one of those things that was a giant monster hit for decades in Japan and got virtually no attention in the US. The basic gist of it is that Major is the life story of Goro Shigeno. His father was a professional baseball player, and Goro wants to follow in his footsteps. The story covers just about his entire life in baseball. It begins before he started school and ends with his retirement from the Japanese Professional Baseball League when he's 40. The story doesn't quite take place in real time, but it's closer than you think.
I mean, a pretty basic synopsis is just the career of a baseball player.
With Goro's life progressing about twice as fast as time in the real world. Perfect Closer was released right in the middle of an animated adaptation, which itself aired for 6 seasons. The point of all of this is that Major was a really big deal, and kind of at the peak of its popularity right when this game came out.
Right during the Wii phase. During the Nintendo Wii phase. You know what that means. Motion controls that barely work. Motion controls that barely work. Look. I'm not going to throw too much shade at the Wii. But come on, that thing looked like a dildo. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You saw with the 2. 7 out of 10. Not enough fades. What, like the anime or what?
Perfect Closer
Not enough fades in the anime?
It was the third Major Dream game released in 2008. In February of that year, you had Major Dream, Major Wii Nagero Gyro Ball, and that game told the story of Goro's high school years. Then in July, there was Major Dream, Major DS Dream Baseball, and that game uses the exact same story arc as Perfect Closer, so we're gonna move past it fast. And finally, on December 11th, 2008, you had Major Dream, Major Wii, Perfect Closer. And that release date's actually kind of important to the story, because just like in the US, the last month and a half of the year was the most important time to get your game on shelves. In the US...
Yeah, I heard about the Paul George thing. I did hear about the Paul George... Yeah, that had the...
Christmas gifts. In Japan, kids got money for New Year's and would go out and spend it on whatever hot new game was out there. So developer Dream Factory was on a deadline for this one. And publisher Takara Tomy is best thought of as the LJN of Japan. They made a lot of awful games based on licenses and had a...
I love the sound effects. I love how it's just... I love how it's the shoot sound effect from Galaga, except spammed over and over and over and over and over again.
And publisher Takara Tomy is best thought of as the LJN of Japan. They made a lot of awful games based on licenses and had a
No, not the thick third. fuck.
Factory had been
Yeah,
struggling
it
for
was-
a long time as a developer at that point, and they didn't last another year after Perfect Closer. Tomy, as a giant toy company, is still around, though their video game output has slowed down a lot. That one is probably for the best. So what was the result of pushing Perfect Closer out the door months early so they could extract that New Year's money from unknowing kids? Well, take a look.
He is facing the wrong... So is the umpire! Now! They ain't even standing in the right place! Oh, this is... Oh! Look, I'm not a baseball expert, but I don't think bro's supposed to be standing that way. I don't think the umpire's supposed to be standing that way. I don't think... Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. And he hit it anyway. Hey, maybe that's just a really skilled player, know what I'm saying? Yeah, sure, he got a strike, but like, you know, he was feeling off. He's not perfect, but he could be a real skilled player. That could just be how he does it. That don't explain the umpire. Betting real money on this team.
You're looking at some of the most notorious video game bugs in Japan. None of this occurs consistently, but I could make it happen by deleting all of the save data, starting the game up, creating the autosave file, and then immediately jumping into a match between the Bats, which is Goro's team, and any other team. I tried for about 2 hours to recreate the most famous bug in the game. Sometimes, during close-ups of his pitching, Goro's head will be on backwards. Now, it doesn't seem like I'm alone with regards to not being able to replicate this. Almost every video I could find didn't have the head spin occur. Instead, they all seem to use the same screenshot. But there is one video I could find online that has it, from Yuo1232. So here it is in all of its Exorcist glory.
Damn, they even give him the epic anime eyes. I remember being at a Mets game once, and they had someone do the first pitch, and they were talking about how this guy, like, apparently had a fucked up shoulder. He apparently fucked up his shoulder, but it had just healed. It had just healed, and now he's gonna celebrate by throwing the first pitch of a Mets game. Chat, he broke his shoulder. Chat, me and the homies felt so bad for laughing, but it's like they were making such a big deal about how he fucked up his shoulder, it's healed, and now they finna celebrate. He finna celebrate by throwing this first pitch, and he throws the pitch, and he throws his shoulder. He throws out his fucking shoulder again. It's like, yeah, I mean, I don't think it was that healed. You know, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. And like, I remember he was like on the pitcher's mound writhing in pain and shit. It's like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. You're the one who decided to celebrate your healed shoulder by, like, throwing a baseball as hard as you fucking could. It's like, that's rough. I hope he's doing okay. I hope his shoulder healed again. And you know, and he gave it a little more time before fucking doing whatever the fuck that was. I bet his doctor was real happy with that. His doctor was probably the happiest fucking clam. Yeah, it was probably like, oh great, yeah, nice. Blue Blader Ball with the 2. Is this the same guy that reviewed Spectral Tower? It could be. R&D Stranger. It could be. Let me check. Like, if I look up Tower. Oh, yep, it's the same guy. It's the same guy who reviewed Spectral Tower. Yeah, hey, good eye, Blue Blader, but I would have never even thought of that. I would have never even assumed that. Appreciate you for that. Eastside with the 2. Doom would love seeing this happen at an Eagles game. Wait, was someone throwing out their shoulder? Well, they don't do first pitches or whatever the fuck at football games. That's like a baseball thing. What you mean? I don't even... Nerd. A tower? Did somebody say tower?
Another complication for me in replicating this bug is that it doesn't happen in my copy. So here is my physical copy of Major Dream, Major Wii, Perfect Closer. And it seems that I have a kind of rare fixed version. Kind of rare because...
Oh, yeah, it could be another release. Because that's the thing, like, I don't know, like, back in the day, they would release, not patched, like, I guess technically patched versions of games. Like, you know, version 1, version 1.5, version 2, shit like that. I know because I got Kakuto Chojin for the original Xbox, and I have the original run of it. I know because it has the original soundtrack. The original soundtrack had, like, a song in the soundtrack that they were not supposed to put in. Kakuto Chojin is a fighting game, right? For the original Xbox, exclusively for the original Xbox. They had a song in it that's like a Muslim prayer song. And they're like, yeah, we could probably keep this in. I'm sure the Middle Eastern audience won't notice. Oh, they noticed. They noticed. They noticed the game had to get recalled, and they had to release a second version with a different soundtrack where they replaced the song. It was not a good time at Microsoft that year. They did not have a fun time releasing that game. And I have the original version with the original soundtrack. But yeah, they do that.
Who was going to buy a copy of this game after its initial release? But Tomy had to make it because of another bug in the game. Sometimes, while loading matches, the game would just freeze. And what was happening is it was getting into an infinite loop in the code with some especially processor-intensive instructions occurring. If you let it sit on that frozen screen for about 5 minutes, Perfect Closer would cook your Wii from the inside out.
Ooh!
That's right, this game could brick your console. And of course, since it was stuck in an infinite loop, you couldn't interrupt it with the home button or anything like that. You had to unplug the system to get it to stop. Well, you can't have a console-breaking bug in your game, so there are fixed versions out there that clean up a lot of the technical issues, but you still have the game.
Yeah, and the game still sucks. And it's still awful!
A couple more highlights of that initial release include some real doozy of fielding problems, including a foul ball can bounce back in and it counts as fair, and if someone successfully steals a base, it resets the batter's count. You'll notice that when you're facing backwards and you hit the ball, it always just drops into the infield, and then the catcher has to chase it down regardless of where the ball winds up. That's due to other problems with fielding that they didn't correct in the revised version, but I'll get to that. There's other graphical glitches like vertices on polygons going way out of bounds, and there's a glitch involving manipulating the save file that will jump story mode right to the very final at-bat.
So damn, yo, that sound like a speedrunner's fucking wet dream. That sound like every speedrunner's wet dream. You telling me you can get to the very last bat of the game in like 2 seconds with a save file exploit? Let's fucking go.
That one makes the speed run of the game less than 3 minutes long. So that a few of the major technical problems with the game. But let's say you actually tried to play Major Dream, Major Wii Perfect Closer. What's it actually like? There's 3 major options for gameplay. Story mode, which replicates a small portion of the plot of Major. Exhibition mode, which lets you pick out 2 teams and play a game of baseball.
Right,
That's
right.
where you can go if you wanted to torment a friend with it and make them play against you. And practice mode, which lets you practice pitching, batting, or fielding, and here you're given 3 lives and scored on how well you do. Story mode has a lot of ground to cover. Practice mode is only good if you're setting up the bug to skip the entire game. So I'm going to focus on exhibition mode while we get the gameplay down. You'll notice that Perfect Closer is set up to use the Wiimote in the sideways position.
Why? What? Hold up, hold up. What you mean? You telling me you don't actually, if you don't actually swing the Wiimote in this baseball game for the Nintendo Wii, I'm gonna have words.
Basically, buttons 1 and 2 are used for everything, including picking from menus. There is an alternative control scheme that uses motion controls, but you saw how buggy the game was already. Let's not add complications. First thing you have to do is pick out your team. Goro's team is the Bats, the default option, and his rival is on the Falcons, which is the next one over. There are 4 blank slots at the bottom that are filled in if you create a team in edit mode, and that will let you mix and match players
Oh, I mean, they got an edit mode. That's pretty cool.
from any team, plus create your own players. There's also a few question mark teams, and I have no idea how to unlock those, if they ever unlock. I've completed the story mode and gotten some of the special events in it, and they're all still question marks. I can't even find evidence that anyone has ever unlocked those teams. Is it a bug?
Like, there's
Is
no
it supposed to be
videos
that
on
way?
YouTube or
Who
anything.
knows?
Damn.
After you select your team, you've got a whole menu of options for how you want to play. You can set the number of innings between 3 and 9, if you'll go into extra innings, if the fielding will be totally automatic or semi-automatic. I'll come back to that in a few minutes. And if the AI is easy, normal, or hard difficulty. I played through story mode on easy, and in the roughly dozen exhibition mode games I played, I was using normal difficulty. Normal difficulty is also trivially easy. Finally, you can change your batting lineup, which is absolutely meaningless in this game.
Eastside with the
And
2.
then
You already
you
have
play ball.
words. The difference
As you might
being,
expect, things vary depending on
I mean, I'm gonna have strong words. I'm gonna have strong words. And then Triple B with the 2. Where's the Red Sox, Louisville Cardinals, Yankees? Where are the Mets? Well, definitely not in Major, because Major takes place in Japan and they got a whole Japanese league. I'm still pissed about the fucking, what were they? The Hiroshima Carps or something? There was that one team. I remember Japan had that one team called like the Carps or something, and they had a mascot that looked it looked suspiciously similar. That shit looked suspiciously similar to Philly's mascot, to the Phillies mascot. Like they literally just gave bro a second, like like they literally just gave bro a second nostril and was like, yeah, no, it's completely different, which I call bullshit.
if you're on offense or defense. So let's look at offense first. The way batting works is that there's a box of 9 squares that makes up the strike
It
zone.
looked
You position
suspiciously
your
like the
bat
Fanatic.
somewhere inside there, and the bat will cover 2 of those squares. Pressing button 2 swings the bat, and button 1 will set you up for a bunt. The pitcher throws the ball, and then your batter automatically positions the bat directly in front of it. No need to adjust the position yourself, it's all done for you. And then you might think, okay,
Hold up. You telling me they got aimbot in a baseball game? Run that back.
the bat will cover 2 of those. The way batting works is that there's a box of 9 squares that makes up the strike zone. You position your bat somewhere inside there, and the bat will cover 2 of those squares. Pressing button 2 swings the bat, and button 1 will set you up for a bunt. The pitcher throws the ball, and then your batter automatically positions the bat directly in front of it.
So you don't swing the remote. You don't swing the Wiimote for this Wii baseball game. It was cooked from the jump. It was fucking cooked from the jump. Fuck you mean. That was the whole fucking point of the Nintendo fucking Wii. It was a game exclusively released on the Wii. And they ain't even used the fucking Wiimote. Fuck you mean. Whatever. I don't have the energy, chat. I don't have the energy for this.
No need to adjust the position yourself, it's all done for you. And then you might think, okay, I still need to watch for when the pitch goes outside. or
Oh,
maybe
you already
it
said that
shifts
was an
around a
alternative
little.
control style.
Well,
Okay,
The
good.
computer opponent
It's a good thing I
never
didn't have
throws
the energy
balls,
for it.
only strikes. And your batter is always accurate to where they need to swing. All you have to do is hit button 2 at the right moment. And as far as I can tell, the difficulty settings just change the window for when you need to swing the bat. The first thing you're going to notice about hitting is that there are 2 results that come up way more often than anything else. Foul balls, and surprisingly enough, home runs. It's practically a home run derby out there. When I was playing, the games had more home runs than base hits. That's not an exaggeration either. Something special about the home runs is if that somehow someone has reached third base and you hit a home run, you'll see the guy on third base still hanging out there as the person who hit the home run crosses the plate. The next thing you're going to notice about hitting is that Perfect Closer is a deterministic game.
Wait. Hold up. Does the third base player like at least cross the home run plate? Do you at least get that point? or do they just pretend it don't happen?
What I mean by that is there's no physics modeling here. It isn't taking into account the position of your bat and the speed of the ball and doing some calculations to figure out where things should go. There's maybe 24 possible hits. And so if you play a lot of Perfect Closer in quick succession, like I was unfortunate enough to do, then you get to see these same plays over and over and over again. The effect is more like one of those miniature toys where you have a spring-loaded bat and flick marbles away, and then which pocket you wind up in tells you what the outcome was. Because this...
I've never seen that before. That looks dope, actually. That actually looks really fucking dope. Yo, where the fuck can I get one of those? That looks fucking tight.
Miniature toys where you have a spring-loaded bat and flick marbles away, and then which pocket you wind up in tells you what the outcome was. Because this doesn't feel like baseball at all. Now you might think, okay, someone's gotten on base, how do I position somebody to steal? Well, you can't. Just at random, you'll see a flash of a player's eyes, which never match the actual person, and then they'll start running for the next base. Speaking of that lack of matching, when it comes to the distant view of the action on the whole field, there aren't multiple skins for the players on the team. No matter who was at bat, what race they were, or if they had outlandish facial hair, when a player on the bat's team hits the ball, they suddenly transform into a blonde white guy. That's how awful batting is.
the nut shack. What the fuck? telling me this happens? Oh no!
Distant view of the action on the whole field, there aren't multiple skins for the players on the team. No matter who was at bat, what race they were, or if they had outlandish facial hair, when a player on the Bats team hits the ball, they suddenly transform into a blonde white guy.
Kind of like this.
What the f*** I'm white? You're welcome.
You're welcome. that you're welcome is devious. That you're welcome will forever be the wildest shit I've ever heard. You're welcome.
That's how awful batting is, but maybe pitching and fielding is better? And if you're asking that question, have you just not been paying attention to the previous 13 minutes of this video? On the mound, you've got 4 options for pitching, assuming you're playing as the Bats and thus have Goro. You've got the straight, which is his fastball.
What, you get
a
more
changeup
when you
and
play as the
slider,
Bats?
and his signature super pitch, the gyro ball. Now you might think that all of the pitchers have some kind of stylish technique, but no, just Gordo. Okay, there's a few opposing pitchers who can do some kind of underhand toss that gets kind of wavy, but that's the only other kind of pitch that you see. You select what pitch you're going to use with the D-pad, and then press button 2. During the windup, you pick where you're going to aim your pitch, and that option is constrained to the strike zone. The pitch also always goes exactly where you aim it. There's no concern about control or anything like that. When you're
that's
pitching,
kinda lame.
you can throw balls if you really want to. Press and hold button 2 during the windup, and you can aim your shot outside of the strike zone. There's no good reason to do this, though. In fact, there's no reason to aim your pitch. The computer opponents react exactly
Well, low-key,
the
there's
same,
no reason to
whether
play
it
this
goes
game,
straight
but
down
that's
the
neither
middle
here nor there.
or goes at a curve. Even if you're intentionally throwing a ball, they can still hit it exactly the same. There does seem to be some small probability shift depending on the pitch that you're throwing, so a gyro ball is a lot more likely to be a strike than any other pitch, but it can still be hit. The pitchers have a stamina meter, and this recovers a little bit after every batter. You know, just like real baseball games. And just like real pitchers, throwing fastballs costs no stamina. On the other hand, throwing a curveball costs a little bit of stamina, and using the gyro ball costs a lot of stamina. You get back about 50% of a gyro pitch's stamina with every batter, so it makes sense to use your big pitches fairly often. Now, if your stamina does run out, you can't switch pitchers. Even though Gordo's a relief pitcher and closer, there is no option in this game to change pitchers. Whoever's on
That's stupid. Wait. If that's an integral part of the story and the mechanics of of how Major works as a series, why not implement that in the game? That is
can't
dumb.
switch pitchers. Even though Gordo's a relief pitcher and closer, there is no option in this game to change pitchers. Whoever's on the mound has to stay there for the whole game. Let's say that someone tries to steal a base while you're pitching. What do you do about that? Well, the answer
I
is
doubt it,
absolutely
Reddit.
nothing. All of that
This
gets resolved
game
automatically, regardless
This
of
game
what your
reeks
fielding
of
settings
we
are.
have to get this
Now,
out
if the
as
ball is
fast
hit
as
and
possible
you
so
have
we can fucking
semi-automatic fielding,
make
then you
some
might
bread
see a
for
little
the
blue
fucking
circle
Christmas
where you
season.
can steer one of your players towards it. Except, once they're in the circle, they're
We
automatically
gotta
locked
sell
in
this
place,
at Christmas
which means
energy.
a lot of the time you don't get to do anything anyways. The player you're controlling is often not the best one for handling that play, and sometimes with a slow-moving infield ball, the pitcher will just vanish, and the catcher will have to run out and get it. And sometimes with these hits, the player that you're controlling to chase after the pop fly isn't the one who will actually catch it. The player that will catch it is already automatically moving in to catch for you, and it's impossible for the player that you are controlling to get to the ball anyways. Remember that there's only a fairly small number of hits and plays.
It do
that
kind of
occur,
look like that, small
so
boy.
This scenario actually
like,
happens quite a bit.
It's also the Wii, though, so you can't blame it too much for that because like it's also the Wii. The games on the Wii just kind of looked like that in general sometimes. The Wii wasn't known for its graphical superiority. I distinctly, oh my god, have any of y'all ever seen Black Ops on Wii? Have any of y'all ever seen what Black Ops look like on Wii? Just yeah, versus PS3. Yeah, you got PS Triple versus Nintendo 64. Oh man. Yeah, this looked like Dreamcast? This could pass as a Dreamcast game probably.
Sal de aquí, puta capitalista.
Oye, ¿de dónde tú eres? I said, where are you from?
Just be cool, Woods.
Talking to you. Ahora.
You don't control which base they'll throw to. You just have to hope that things play out appropriately. Of course, if you have the fielding set to automatic, then
Wait,
you have
Black
no
Ops
control
or
over
Black
this at
Ops
all.
on Wii
You just watch
specifically?
and see what happens. And that's how you play baseball in Major Dream, Major Wii Perfect Closer. There isn't a system in the game that isn't broken in some way, and the way that everything is implemented makes playing the game incredibly boring. Frankly, seeing the weird bugs happen is more interesting than the game itself. But these exhibition matches aren't the real part of Perfect Closer. That's
On
the
Wii.
story mode. The way story mode plays out is
I remember trying Black Ops on Wii back in the day, but homie didn't have like a classic controller, so we were stuck with the Wiimote and nunchuck, and it was miserable. It was miserable. We could not turn for shit. Every attempt at turning was met with, the please place the cursor back on the screen like shit. Ugh. Esau with the 2. Do the TMNT concert behind the scenes. Boy, I intend to. I intend to after this. That's on the TMNT shit and like an episode of Vampires is what's on the docket for tonight.
you get a very long cut scene, fully voice acted by the cast of the show. And
No,
then
I did
that will
not
lead
hear the
into
Northwest
some
remix
small
of Love
portion of the
Sosa.
game.
What you
And
mean
you'll
there's a
normally give it a
Northwest
goal,
like she
prevent
made a
this
remix
person
or
from
like
hitting a home run, or don't let the other team catch up.
I've
to
not
your
heard of
score.
this.
One significant problem with that is that the story presented in the cutscenes doesn't match the action on the field. I was winning by more than 12 points,
Yes.
but then we went to the cutscene, and the story told me that
Interesting. I knew Northwest had a feature on Vultures too. I didn't know she just started making music on her own, I guess.
my team was losing. Or Gordo might have batted last in the previous inning, but at the start of this inning, it requires that he's at bat again. The disconnect between gameplay and story is constant and extreme. There's another bigger problem with the story mode, but it's one that I see in a lot of licensed games. They were definitely expecting that you were familiar with Major Dream. There's no introduction to the characters, no backstory provided, no character bios that you can look at, and that has two significant consequences to the story. First, it has a bad tendency to skip over a lot of character scenes. Yeah, there might be a 10-minute long cutscene in between playing baseball, but the game jumps over all of the development that connects those scenes. You'll see what I mean when I get to the summary, but there's a lot of stuff that just gets tossed aside in one text box, and then you're into the next big dramatic moment. The other thing is that a lot of basic character information comes across as huge, out-of-nowhere plot twists. It happens a few times, but there's one thing in particular that really threw me off. The story mode takes about 3 to 4 hours to play through, and I'm not going to show you all of that. I mean, look at the runtime on the video. I am going to summarize it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to get out there. If you're reading Major, the story here is from volumes 47 to 54. almost right in the middle of the series.
How old is Major as a series? Like it looks like one of them like old, I wouldn't say 80s, but definitely like early 90s.
Okay, last chance to back out before I start spoiling everything. Ready? Here we go. We open with Goro arriving in the US at LAX. He's come because a major league team is holding open tryouts, and he's headed to their training camp in Arizona. We're told that as soon as Goro was off the plane, he was pickpocketed and lost everything. So now he's hitchhiking to Arizona.
Oh, okay. So there are moments in the series where he's in America. So we could actually have some Phillies and Mets and like Yankees cameos here in Major. That'd be interesting. They probably don't do it. I don't imagine they would do it, but
He's picked up by Yaginuma, another Japanese baseball player headed to the same tryout. Yaginuma was on a high school team that played in the Koshien tournament, the giant nationwide high school baseball tournament that's one of the biggest sporting events of the year in Japan. They show up at the tryouts, and Goro doesn't have any equipment. No cleats, no glove, just the t-shirt and blue jeans that he's wearing. One of the trainers lets him borrow some equipment, and it's worth pointing out at this moment that a lot of these American baseball players coincidentally speak Japanese. The language barrier comes up a couple of times in the story, and one of those American baseball players is handy to translate for Goro, but at some point it's just forgotten.
they never address it. They don't even bother changing the text to English in the text box. I can see it.
No one mentions anything about Goro learning English, and when he does speak English in the game, he's obviously supposed to be struggling with it. It's just something in the story where first there's convenient coincidences, and then it's ignored. Goro gets onto the mound and throws a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. That's enough to get people to pay attention to him, and the coach wants to see his curveball next. But Goro isn't some wimpy pitcher who will throw curves. He only throws fastballs. On top of that, he'll only throw them straight over the plate. The coaches are shocked and about to kick him to the curb right there, but then enters Bolton, the star player for the Salmons. Bolton wants Goro to pitch to him, and you finally get a chance to play some baseball. The first pitch goes past him, and Bolton's impressed, and then he connects with the second one and hits a home run. Bolton mocks Goro and then leaves, and then the coach tells Goro that he's passed the first round.
Oh, he mocks Goro and just leaves. Comes in, hits a home run, doesn't elaborate, leaves. I like him. That might be one of my favorite characters.
Though Goro doesn't understand that.
I don't even remember his name.
Lands another chance to pitch against Bolton.
Molten.
Round 2 of the tryouts is a team match. The 7 players who passed the first round of tryouts, plus 2 more people who just happened to be
East
around,
side with the 2. Hornets really
local
bodied
minor
the
league
Spurs.
team.
Got no
And
words.
the minor league team is given a
Well, I think the Sixers are against the Pelicans tonight, so like I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just assuming that's a free win. It's against the guy with the fucking Naruto tattoo. Is the Naruto tattoo guy still on the Pelicans? I gotta know. I don't even remember his name. I just remember he had that goofy ass Naruto tattoo. Hold on, I gotta find it. What the hell is his name? It was like Pelicans player Naruto tattoo. It was so yeah. This is what the Sixers are up against tonight, chat. You know, as long as bro don't summon Karama to the court, I think we're fine. Zion Williamson, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Karama being summoned to the court. So, you know, I think we're good. I think we're good.
an advantage that the tryout team has to overcome.
Why
And then
does
you're
it look
playing
like
control.
Mario's
And you're
Sunshine
told that you have
health
to
bar?
win the game
I don't
in
know.
3 innings. While you're playing the team pulls together and
It's
still
supposed to
losing
be a
badly.
Naruto reference. It's supposed to be like the seal on Naruto that like seals the nine-tailed fox away or some shit. I think that's what it's supposed to
But
be.
it was all part of the test. After that short match, only Goro and Yaginuma are signed. Yaginuma is going to play AAA ball, while Goro is being sent to play in a major league game. Goro is feeling all cocky because now he's a major league pitcher, but his
Well, yeah,
attitude
Perfect
mirrors
Cell
the
could
same
pop up at
star
any
pitcher
point at
Sanchez.
any game.
Sanchez challenges Goro to a pitching duel. They set up a gate the size of the strike zone and will each throw 10 pitches through it. But the goal isn't to just pass through the gate, it's to hit the inside of the gate. And of course, this exciting, action-packed pitching scene is quickly skimmed over in text boxes. Do you think they'd actually put a mini-game here? No, that's too high effort for Perfect Closer. Instead, you're told that Sanchez can do this every time, and Goro only manages to do it with his final throw. Goro's feeling pretty sorry for himself after that, but he gets a talking to by his only friend on the team.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what is the point? What is the point of like adding a story mode if you're not gonna like mesh the gameplay and the story beats? What is the point of even having one?
Fox, who reminds him just how lucky he is to have been immediately called up.
Are there
to the
any other
majors,
games that even
and
do
how many
that?
people are struggling.
Honestly, I'm usually finding like the opposite problem with story modes. Usually story modes have the opposite problem, where they have like too many gameplay instances with story beats. You know, like the newer Mortal Kombats. It'll be like, oh, Johnny Cage and I don't know, Jax have a slight disagreement, or like they're like having a sparring match to see, you know, who gets the last can of fucking RC Cola or some shit. And it's like you just see fucking Johnny Cage like doing X-ray moves and like fucking cracking, like breaking Jax's ribs and shit, like for this match over a can of RC Cola. It's like, bro, y'all doing too much. This did not need to be in here.
Hold on to that spot.
So it's
And for his
weird. It's weird to think of a game where they have the opposite problem, where like you're not getting to play the story.
First game, Goro's also debuting a new pitch because he's added the changeup to his menu. The conditions for getting past this part of the story are simple. Don't give up 8 runs before the 5th inning. The first inning puts Goro up against the strongest hitter in all of Major League Baseball, and they manage to get a home run off of him. Goro sticks with it and faces off with him again, and again, and again. By the time in the 6th inning, after he's pitched a
Between
whole
Papa
6 innings of
Doom
baseball,
and to beat. Oh my god, that yo Metal Beast, you actually just reminded me. You just reminded me of something. Hold up. I got a text from Mama Doom earlier in the week. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Find your perfect tax expert.
So, I guess Mama Doom is binging a new show on like Netflix or some shit. So out of the blue earlier this week, she just sent me this. Earlier in the week, she just sent me this. It's like a scene from this Viking show. Uh-oh, chat. Uh-oh. Bro got stung by a bee. Just like Papa Doom. I can't lead Wessex anymore.
I've brought
I
you
got
out.
stung by a bee.
All our sins are washed away in the blood of Christ. Love one another.
Look, to be fair, he's having an allergic reaction in a time when they did not have shit for allergic reactions, okay? Papa Doom had no excuse. Bro is not allergic to bees. Bro here in this show at least got a reason to be in his bed, to be bedridden over a fucking bee sting. Bro here at least have a reason, okay? He at least got a reason to be bedridden over a bee sting. Papa Doom did not. Papa Doom was just being dramatic. Papa Doom was just doing too much. What did Papa Doom do? Oh my, Reddit, you've never been here for when I tell the bee story? The bee story is hilarious. The bee story is great. Basically, like Mama Doom and Papa Doom were not together when Club Doom was brought to this earth, know what I'm saying? So like cut to years later, Mama Doom got a business trip in New Jersey, right? So she dropping me off at my grandma's place where Papa Doom's staying at for the weekend to watch me. As we're playing in the front yard, he gets stung by a bee in the calf. Fucking like yelps, limps inside. I walk in to follow him. I'm looking for him. He in the fucking guest room with his fucking leg propped up on 5 pillows. His whole calf, like shin and everything from knee to ankle, just smothered, smeared in this like nasty ass smelling like weird ass ointment. It's like a weird greenish white. And he called my mom like, I can't take care of Doom this weekend. I got stung by a bee. And again, bro is not allergic to bees. He ain't even on speakerphone, and I can hear my mom calling him a pussy over the fucking so she had to come and pick me up and bring me to like the fucking hotel in New Jersey for the fucking business trip. We have not let bro live that down. The bee will forever be part of Club Doom history. Oh my god.
Do what is best for Wessex. There's nothing
So to get this sent to me in a text like earlier in the week, I was fucking dying. I was Eastside with the 2. You forgot Zion's baby mama, Dope Chick 69. Well, I didn't think it was. I didn't think Dope Chick 69 was integral to the, to the ongoing game between the Sixers and the Pelicans. I don't think, unless Dope Chick 69 comes. Oh my god. If Dope Chick 69 pulls up to the Sixers Pelicans game and like they somehow swap Zion out for Dope Chick 69 and she starts fucking balling on she starts doing like fucking dunks and shit from the she started pulling some fucking Stephen Curry head ass fucking like 3-pointers. She started doing some Dr. J type dunks. Yeah, then we in trouble.
Baseball is the one that counts for the narrative, and Goro strikes him out there. And then for his dismal performance of
That's a
giving
woman
up
in her
2
like
runs
late
across
30s, I
6
think, by the
innings,
way, chat.
one
Dope
of
Chick
which
69.
was against the best hitter in professional baseball, Goro was immediately sent down to the minors. Goro's buddy Fox is also sent down to the minors with him. They're on the Salmon's big AAA team, the Cougars. And Goro's first game with that team is against the Oklahoma City Falcons. And their big player is Gibson Jr., son of the man who killed Goro's father by beating him with a baseball. Gibson Jr. mocks Goro for having a dead dad, and then hits a home run off of the...
What happened to his dad? Also, what? He makes fun of him for what?
...of the man who killed Goro's father by beating him with a baseball. Gibson Jr. mocks Goro for having a dead dad, and then hits a home run off of
what
the
a
only
dick!
throw in this part of the story. After another round of haha, your dad's dead, Goro charges Gibson and they fight on the field. And so with just one pitch thrown with his time at the Cougars, Goro is fired. But the coach knows some other teams that are having trouble.
Yeah, with a baseball. He was murdered with a baseball, not with a baseball bat. With a baseball. It was the most inconvenient kill of all time. There were no bats around. Bro had to improvise.
Tryouts, and writes Goro an introduction letter to take to them. Fox and Sanchez see Goro off and exit the narrative never to return. Goro heads to Florida, which is the training camp for the Indiana Hornets. But he's pickpocketed and loses the letter of introduction.
He's fucking pickpocketed again? Jesus! Is this what Japan thinks all fucking US cities are like? Like as soon as you get off the plane, you immediately get pickpocketed? What the fuck?
Fortunately, he runs into Alice, the teenage owner of the Hornets AAA team, the Memphis Bats. The Bats have a losing record and badly need a closing pitcher, and there's a game happening right now. So Goro, why don't you go in and throw a few innings? The Bats are actually winning 3-1 when Goro takes the mound in the ninth, so all you have to do is not lose the game. Goro is initially upset that he's relegated to playing AAA ball, but he quickly bonds with his teammates on the Bats. Particularly Sanders, who's aging out of baseball, has no chance of playing in the major league, and just wants to dedicate himself to making the Bats the best team possible. Goro's willing to get in on this plan, even though 2 seasons before his only desire was to get away from the Bats and back into the major league. Then the story quickly skims over a lot of their season, and the Bats have brought up a new catcher from AA, Keane. With Keane coming on, Sanchez is going to retire. After you play another 9th inning, Keane says that he's hurt his leg and can't be a catcher for a short while, letting Sanchez back in. You play another 9th inning, and then you find out that Sanders has a son who has never watched him play. It's the big game that will decide if the Bats will go into the playoffs, and Keane says that he's still hurt. It's the bottom of the 9th, the score is tied, Sanchez is up to the plate, and after a strike, he hears the voice of his son in the crowd. With that, Sanders takes a big swing and... Oh, okay, that's not good.
Oh, that's disappointing. That's rough. That's rough. I was rooting for Sanchez. No.
Let's go back and try that again.
Oh, okay, good.
Sanders does a big swing, and there we go, home run. He meets his wife and son after the game, and his wife encourages him to stick with baseball. With the Bats in the playoffs, they're first going up against the Falcons, and Gibson Jr. shows up again. He makes a bet with Goro. If Goro can strike him out, then Gibson Jr. will fly to Japan and apologize to Goro's father at his grave. But if Gibson Jr. can get a home run off of Goro, then Goro has to leave America forever. You start the game with the Falcons up 6 runs in the first inning, and it's still the top of the first inning when you take over. The bases are loaded, Gibson Jr. steps up to the plate, and the force of Goro's pitch and Gibson's swing makes the bat explode. There's still 8 innings left in the game. You have to slowly climb your way back, and by slowly climb your way back, I mean hit home run after home run. And in the fourth
just
inning,
casually
the
hit
Falcons
home
pitcher decides
runs.
to hit Goro with a pitch. The ball breaks Goro's hand, but he can't quit the game now, so he keeps playing with an injured hand, and eventually Gibson Jr. is up to bat again. Or rather, there's a cutscene where Gibson Jr. comes up to bat, because you'll face him a few times before that cutscene occurs. Goro realizes that he's too injured to have proper control over the ball, and so instead, he just has to throw it as hard as possible, something that definitely won't aggravate the injury. This allows...
Sounds like a certain starting pitch. Oh yeah, my hand just healed.
Him to break his
My hand just healed, Chet.
faster than he ever had before. Gibson Jr. struck out, and the Bats squeak out a narrow victory, 16-6. After the Falcons' incredible performance in that game, Gibson is pulled up to the majors immediately. Yes, even though it's playoff season. The World Series approaches, and Goro gets his own offer to go play in the series. But Goro says he's too sick to do it. Really, he feels the need to stay with the Bats until they win their championship. Gibson Jr. takes part in a winning World Series, and then immediately goes back to AAA so that he can play in the championship against the Bats. Because that's how all of this works. It's the final game of the series.
Gibson really just want to fucking get at the Bats. He really just want to get at Goro.
Senior, the man who killed Goro's father. Gibson Jr. realizes that his dad isn't there to see him. He's there to watch Goro. That's because Gibson Sr. stepped up as Goro's father figure after killing Goro's father. And while Gibson Sr.
What?
was living...
What? What the? Huh? Huh? I'm hearing that. Am I hearing that right? I'm not tripping. What? Yeah, what the fuck is this? What is this story, bro? What you mean? What you mean Gibson Sr. killed Goro's dad with a baseball? Not a baseball bat, a baseball somehow. And then raised Goro as his own son to become a Major League Baseball player when he already has a son who wants to be a baseball player. I can low-key see why this never took off in the West.
Goes back to AAA so that...
Oh no, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's because it's being explained via a YouTube review of a shitty Wii game. But I feel like...
he can play in the championship against the Bats. Because that's how all of this works. It's the final game of the series, and who should be in attendance but Gibson Sr., the man who killed Goro's father. Gibson Jr. realizes that his dad isn't...
I want to know how the fuck he killed him with a baseball. like what? Like what, Goro's dad wasn't wearing a helmet? He got a ball, hit him in the head, and it, like, fucked him up forever? Like, what? How?
There to see him, he's there to watch Goro. That's because Gibson Sr. stepped up as Goro's father figure after killing Goro's father. And while Gibson Sr. was living in Japan and playing for the Japanese leagues, his wife and daughter died, and he became estranged from Gibson Jr. So, big family drama, all hinging on this final match. The game goes to the 10th inning, regardless of how well you were doing before that point, and it's revealed that Gibson Sr. actually does care about Gibson Jr., and Gibson Jr. and Goro face off one final time. Regardless of how that turns out, you're told that the Bats win the championship.
Whoa.
Goro's offer to play for the Indiana Hornets is rescinded, though, because he faked his illness. And he'll have to play in the minor leagues for one more year before getting a chance at the majors. The end. You watch the credits roll and are astounded that there were only 3 programmers who worked on the game.
I mean, it looks like it.
I'm a bit dubious that anything could have saved Major Dream, Major Wii Perfect Closer. This kind of licensed game has a very high crap to quality ratio. The licensed games that are both good and use their license well are the rare exceptions. So even if there weren't all of the technical problems, the gameplay would
How does
be
it
off.
destroy your console again? I believe the way it works is it can get stuck in a certain mode where you can't turn your Wii off or anything. like you have to unplug the Wii to turn it off. It like fucks it up that bad. And if you leave it running for long enough, it'll like fry the hardware inside. Cause I guess the disc is going that fast or something. I don't know, some weird shit. Some weird stupid shit that like got it recalled immediately.
Awful. And even if that was patched up to standard baseball game quality, you still have the story mode that plays out more like a recap episode than an actual plot. You'd pretty much have to throw out all of Perfect Closer and start over if you wanted any chance of it being good. Instead, what we have is one of the most notorious video games of its time, a game that was laughable to look at, painful to play, and could break your system just for good measure. Perfect Closer is peak bad game. I think the only way it could get worse is if you threw your Wiimote, hit yourself in the head, and gave yourself a brain aneurysm, just like Goro's father.
How often does Yugi actually cheat? That's interesting. That's something to check out at some point. But yes, that was the baseball game so bad it destroys your fucking console. I might try it. We might get Dolphin Emulator on here and like see if we could get it running. That would be fun. So another recommendation that we got was a few weeks ago, we watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Coming Out of Your Shell tour. I think we watched it either in November or December. Well, someone found a behind-the-scenes VHS of it, apparently. So we about to check that out. God, I miss bumpers like this. God, I miss TV, video game, whatever the fuck bumpers like this. This is such a vibe. Oh my god, I forgot how fucking terrifying that face is. That face is terrifying. You sure kids weren't fucking like crying and screaming and running out of the fucking venue looking at posters of this? Every single person in here is old as fuck now. Every single picture in this video is old as shit now.
James, who's your favorite?
Even James. James old as shit now.
He can beat all of them. Go
Every single one of these people are old and have jobs now. I know, James. I was about to say, James already got a grown man fit. James out here at the fucking like Turtles concert dressed to impress. Like, goddamn, little bro had the fit, man. He even had one of them old man caps. What the fuck do they call them? What the fuck do they call them again? I always see like, I don't know, Irish people wearing them or some shit.
started a long time ago, back in the pet shop.
Oh, Mike, stop goofing around. He wants to know about the music.
No, duh! Just chill out, Raph. See, okay, Raph and I were waiting for this pizza to be delivered, see, and...
Yeah, you know, and I was just banging on some sewer pipes when all of a sudden we realized we were making music.
Oh, man, it was so bodacious!
Whoa, rock and roll, dudes.
Totally break a shell, man.
All right, let's get this.
Awesome, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, happening.
Dudes, we're rocking.
Bodacious, tubular, radical.
Dude, get off my shell.
Hold on, are they? Hold on. What? Are they stuffing him in a fucking trunk? What is going on here? Getting him on stage, I guess. I don't know what's the shit up there that it looks like they're stuffing him into a car. Oh yeah, it's the thing that make him come out the floor. plot twist. Plot twist, they fucking stuff him in these things. And then when they come up through the floor, it's the Hunger Games. Except it's like, you know, a bunch of other... It's against a bunch of other TMNT ripoffs, like the mutant rats, what the fuck, the fucking battle sharks or whatever the fuck. You got the battle sharks, you got the rats, from Mars. You got like them. What are they, ninja cats or something? Like it was like two cats and they're like dressed like ninjas or some shit. Street sharks, yeah. It's just the Hunger Games, but that biker mice from Mars. The extreme dinosaurs. Yeah, it's just all them in a Hunger Games scenario. They're still playing this song. I like to imagine as they're all rushing towards the middle, like fucking slitting each other's throats and shit. They're still playing this cheesy ass song. Yeah, SWAT cats. SWAT cats. They're still playing this goofy ass song while they're killing each other. There's a Spanish version from Argentina? That's interesting. I don't think they're playing any of the instruments. In fact, we never see the drummer. We never see the fucking drummer. They were on Oprah? watching the, well, it's supposed to be the behind the scenes of TMNT coming out of our shells, but they just showing the concert. We've already seen the concert.
Watching them come out of their shells literally now as they go out on the road. It's great. I mean, it's incredibly fun for myself and my partner Godfrey just to be around it and watch.
What is this hat of his? It's got like all kinds of pins and shit in it. Did people used to wear shit like that? Like, has anyone ever worn a hat with like pins and shit in it? Eastside with the 2. Oh, just you wait. You will see the drummer? Oh, shit. Okay, because we never saw the drummer when we first watched this.
Watch it, because these guys are like, they are truly a band in the best sense of the word, because they're, you know, brothers and been together forever, and the music really reflects that. And now that they're taking it out, it's tremendous.
Bob was telling me all about this incredible group that was playing underground in the sewers of New York, and it was the most exciting thing he said he's ever seen. Of course, we managed some of the biggest rock and roll bands in the world, Aerosmith, AC/DC, Ted Nugent, the Scorpions. We knew that something new and exciting had to happen in the 90s. Bob told me about this group, the Ninja Turtles, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, I couldn't believe that they were going to sing. And Bob...
Okay. I am tempted. I'm not saying I'm gonna do this, but I am very tempted to use this little snippet here as like an intro for a song or some shit. It would be so dumb. It would have zero context to the song, but low-key I want to do it.
In the sewers of New York, and it was the most exciting thing he said he's ever seen. Of course, we managed some of the biggest rock and roll bands in the world, Aerosmith, AC/DC, Ted Nugent, the Scorpions. We knew that something new and exciting had to happen in the 90s. Bob told me about this group, the Ninja Turtles, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, I couldn't believe that they were going to sing. And Bob brought me down. What I saw was incredible. It was the most unbelievable, best new rock and roll band I had ever seen. I just had to sign them.
I just had to sign them to a shitty 360 deal. They're not getting any royalties.
Because this was their first album, they were so into it. They were fascinated by everything. They're a little green, you know, they didn't really know exactly all the ropes and what's in.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, look. He totally nailed that fill, chat. He totally nailed that drum fill.
They're a little
yeah.
green, you know, they didn't really know exactly all the ropes.
Yeah, that's totally how that drum fill goes. That's totally a drum kit that you would play this type of song with. Yeah, he totally nailed that drum.
Generally, they picked up real quick. They got out there.
Yeah, they're a little green. Boo! No, bruh, this fucking drum setup is killing me. like you listen to the song, there's like all kinds of like toms and like cymbals and hi-hats, and then you look and it's just like a snare and some kind of bongo or some shit. It's like fucking It's like a snare and a single bongo. This shit is frying me. No, I swear, no, that one's a bongo. That looks like a completely different drum.
Bob respects the Turtles a great deal, and he really wanted so much to let this be their record. And I think you really pulled it off by just giving them the room to be themselves, and I think it really worked well.
Michelangelo writes lyric and Raphael writes music.
Meanwhile, you got Raphael with the keyboard guitar.
these guys have gotten into this kind of routine of writing every day, even before we got involved with it.
What you mean again, Warriors? Where's the microphone? I don't see a microphone.
Background of being ninjas, and they're having such a
This is frying me. I'm tired.
They come from such an
I'm
athletic
too
physical
high for
background
this.
of being ninjas.
The fucking single string guitar.
And they're having such a
The one string guitar.
Their ability
Alright,
to
let's
translate
go.
that discipline, almost like an athletic kind of quality and approach to living to the music, was a breeze.
Where did they get these prop guitars? That's what I want to know. Where the fuck did they get these? The fucking bass, yeah.
As you know, they only have 3 fingers.
The fretless
building
one
their instruments
string.
was difficult. Donatello built guitars with only 3 strings. So he can do some amazing stuff on them. And of course, they're all on MIDI pickups in their set. But Leonardo plays a 1-string bass, which is great. Puts amazing sounds out of it. It's fretless, so that's pretty cool. And then the keyboards that Donatello plays all have triple thickness keys. So at least he doesn't have to hit like 3 or 4 notes at the same time. Raphael plays a split between kind of a stand-up kind of timbali set and the synth pads that trigger drum sounds. And then he also plays saxophone.
He also play. Okay, when does the saxophone come up? I gotta see the saxophone set up.
When we were trying to choose the single, we wanted to make sure that the statement they made was, you know, clean and clear. That these guys are for real. They're a band. They're ready to play. Come out of their shells. So when we picked Count on Us, I think that song really is the sum total of everything they are. That they fight for what's right. That they fight to be free. And the idea that the song is a hard anthem rocker. I mean, it really rocks. When MCA got behind the record and heard the music, and as we were doing the tracks and laying them down, and they came to the studio, and I think what they really saw was the music coming through.
I think it's the
and that
lighting.
They were for real, and they believe in them as a band, not just as a commodity to be exploited. And I think, from the Turtles' point of view, that's what they were looking for in a label, was somebody.
Okay, yeah. I think the lighting had me fucked up. All right, that's Raphael. That's Donatello.
That really
Okay.
believed in the music. And then from MCA's point of view, it was something that they could really believe in and take to the street and promote in a way that made sense.
Totally blew me away. Madonna will go into therapy when she sees this video. It's gonna drive her crazy. You know, you don't know what to expect on any group in any video. I hate to use the word cowabunga, but it's as if they went out of their shells, out of the sewers, right into the camera. The energy, the feeling, it was unbelievable. I think this group and this album's gonna be around for a long time, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win a Grammy Award or American Music Awards. It's not gonna surprise me at all.
My sons, you have learned the ways of the ninja, and you have filled me with great pride for each of you. But you must all keep growing, seeking and finding yourself.
They win a Grammy. They win a Grammy, and Shredder interrupts. Shredder interrupts their Grammy Award. I'm gonna let you finish, but...
I hear you sing, and this is good. Music can let you accomplish more than all of the weapons in the world. You can touch people. You can make a difference. And the difference is good. Practice wish.
Oh, I wanna... Okay, I just want a quick, just a quick little something. Joe Budden yells at Lil Yachty.
Then I would
I
take
don't
it like
care about the business part.
That's the
I
problem.
care about how Yachty feels.
I'm telling you how I feel. I am
You're giving
happy
me
every day.
Wait, say that again.
Happy. I'm happy
No.
every day because life is moving in such a
positive way, I can't get slowed
No.
Music industry, in the music business, you are happy 24/7. That is a lie. That is bullshit, and I refuse to have somebody tell me bullshit. I want to have an honest
So
conversation.
when you come from a college dorm room with no money, okay, you scamming credit
Which is
cards.
all college dorm rooms.
And you ain't getting no play with no girls. You're not getting. You have no clothes. You have no car, and you come to having 3-4 cars. You got millions of dollars, $500,000 on your body just to wear, and any kind of clothes you want, any hoes you want. How could you be upset?
Because I don't think that's where your values lie. That's why.
That's where you have a problem.
That's why. And all of the rappers, and I don't want this to come off like old nigga mad shit.
But it is.
It is.
It is.
Okay, so let me erase that then.
I'm just kind of picturing this in my head, hearing this.
Is to understand, right? The other day, I said some things on this show, whenever that was, and when I watched it back, I thought it was harsh. I'll be honest. I thought it was harsh, number one, because of your age. I thought it was harsh because I do believe that there's an entire community of hip-hop.
You said, first, okay, you said, I'm signing Capital, correct? And then you said that you basically you discredited Capital for everything that it has in hip hop.
Capital's trash.
No, you know Migos is signing Capital.
Good for them. But Capital didn't find Migos. So don't tell me about them.
They didn't find me. I'm signing QC. It's a joint venture. We use them for partnership.
Okay. I know how this goes.
So
shout out to your team. Y'all are doing great.
Okay,
when I shit on Capital, I'm shitting on Capital.
Okay, but that's...
Oh, come on.
Tell me what you want from hip-hop.
Tell me what you want from hip-hop,
You don't think that's
Turtles.
a question you should answer at some point?
What do I want from hip-hop?
Or are you leaving all of this to QC to figure out?
Nah, I mean, I'm making music, bro. I'm just having fun. I'm saying my fans love it.
You're gonna have a problem with just having fun in 5 years.
What did you want from hip hop?
You're gonna have a big problem with just having. You don't sound like you very aware with what's going on, and you one of the hottest on earth.
But what do you want me to say? You want me to say?
I want you to be aware of your business. I want you to know whether you're in a 360 or not. I want you to appreciate the culture that changed your life and took you from college dorm rooms eating oodles and noodles. I want you who's well-spoken and articulates himself well.
My nigga. Chill.
Yeah, hold up. Yo,
This is such a fun interview. We might need to watch this at some point. Joe Budden yelling at Lil Yachty for like a half hour straight gives me life.
All keep growing.
Did I catch you having fun?
I hear you sing, and this is good. Music can let you accomplish more than all of the weapons in the world. You can touch people. You can make a difference.
I don't know if we're doing Doug tonight.
Practice well. Practice with the same focus that turned you into skilled ninjas. And take your music to all who will listen.
You know, at first, I think Splinter wasn't really into the music thing, and we sure thought he wasn't gonna be into it at all.
Whoa, and if you could have heard us at first, man, we were bad. Like, thank you, dude. Next.
But the fact was, he totally got behind it. In fact, I think he digs that we're playing music more than he digs us doing the ninja thing.
Yeah, he tells us all the time, you can accomplish more with music than you can with any pair of nunchucks.
Totally, dude.
Yeah, bodacious!
Radical!
Happening!
Hanging hollow, homeboy!
Oh, yeah!
Once we started in the studio and started to work on the...
Jesus! They're just stacking pizza boxes! Giving me fucking Steven Asante flashbacks. Is Steven here? Is Asante here? Where's Asante? You can't miss him. He was on my 600-pound life. He fell off the fucking golf cart.
The record, I began to see I had
Ate like
musical
4
abilities that my
pizzas
other
a
brothers
fucking
didn't
day.
have. I enjoy putting music together, like being a producer, you know? I produce things, that's what I do.
Like, whoa, dudes, we never knew how much work there was in putting on a live show. Like, directors and sponsors and lighting and costumes.
Whoa, cowabunga, dude. So once the show was a go, dude?
Me and my brothers, we got involved in everything.
Enter Donatello. This is my territory. They call me me Gearhead Supreme. I don't exactly know where it comes from, but I'm just good at building things. I guess I just love working with my hands. All right, see you around.
Oh, cool. This is great. Are you sure this is gonna work?
Sure, they're gonna work. We'll put you right through the ceiling.
Oh, outrageous. Ah.
I think we really have got...
You know how you know this is fake? You know how you know this ain't actually the Turtles in the studio and in the live production? There has not been a single argument about shit being stock. There has not been a single argument about things being stock, and he left the band. He left the band. Oh fuck, dude. Oh fuck. I was rewatching that the other day. The demon in us or whatever the fuck it's called. Good times, man. Good times. But yeah, that's I think that's all for tonight, chat. I gotta head out. But you know, this was fun. We will continue this. We will have an episode of vampires going. We'll get some more shit going. Alright. So until next time, peace everyone. And as always, sweet nectar.